Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So a little bit of a strange one. Well, not strange, I'm organising. Not this half of the room at the minute. What are you two doing? The cats. But at the minute I am sorting out my crafting stuff. Whoops. So, I thought I would set you up on a little time lapse, just while I organise some stuff, and then at the end I'll talk you through like how I've organised it and stuff like that. And the main reason I'm organising it is one, because I've got some new stuff, and I've not really sorted it since like we moved in. Just got put here and that was it. And two, this month we're all locked in and I've got my mum and dad's anniversary, my granddad's birthday, so I need some cards, and it's not a priority for me to go out and find them and buy them. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set you up. Don't know where it's going to be the best because, like I say, the other half of the room, not doing yet. One, because I don't want to tackle it, and two, because there is a lot of stuff that needs to go to the skip, and at the minute the skip aren't accepting like big waste, they're only accepting household waste. So we're not even going to look at that side, but I'm going to sort this. I've got a little bag here that I'm putting a couple of bits in for the cards that I want to make, and then, like I said, the rest I will talk you through it all once I am done. So yeah, let's set you up. so it's probably quite a bit later than the last clip. More because, one, I didn't realise the clip had stopped film. My camera only films for like 20 odd minutes and then stops, and I didn't realise it had stopped, and then I've just been like flicking through Facebook and Instagram. So as you can see, we are looking a little more tidy, so I'm going to talk you through it all. We'll start with the top. So over here we have my snap machine. At the minute it is just running on battery power. Well, at the minute it's switched off, but it is running on battery power because the plug, please excuse the nails, the plug is on that side of the room. So obviously battery power, but that is the good thing about that, is it's still electric. You don't have to hand crank it like my little mini one. These are actually, they're called Dinky Inkies by the Dreamers company, craft company, and these are all sparkle ones. Don't know if it's gonna focus, and this one is emerald that I've picked up, and they are all different, like this one's a gold, all different like sparkly inks, and I love them. I use these not really for stamping because, as you can see, they're quite small. I use them more for like painting, or I use them for stamping if I'm just doing like a topper or something like that, like a sentiment. I've got my A3 craft mat. Nothing special about it, just an A3 craft mat. This I won. I didn't make this myself, but I did win this, so I've got that up here. My mum made me my little mermaid inspired shadow box. I've got my mini die machine, and this one is obviously Disney Mickey Mouse one. I can't remember who made these. If I remember, I will link it down, or I'll write it in the comments or on screen. But this is hand crank, as you can see, and I use this if we're going out to craft days and things like that. I'll take this just because it's easy, it's small, it does fit in my craft bag, so it's easy to take with me. This box my mum actually made for me, and if I open it, get above it, that's where my tool is. This, if you can see, these are the colours that are in here. These are called Re-Inkers by Dreamers, and it's got permanent marker in here as well. I don't actually know why that's in here. But these are, ooh, that lid's broke. Had to pick up the one with a broken lid, didn't I? These are coloured liquid inks. You do have to shake them up because, as you can see, like some of the sparkle has settled, but these are the pearlized ones. This is my mixer to mix everything in, and again I use them for painting. Let's put it all back, seeing as I've took the time to tidy it. Okay, and then this is actually my old dressing table, and I decided to keep it when we moved because it comes in handy. Under here, what you can see, this bag, which you can't really see a great deal because it's quite dark, is full of MDFs. I also keep, if I can grab one of them, I keep like inspiration sheets from craft days that we've been on and things. So if I'm running low on inspiration, I've got something there. But yeah, I've got loads of different MDF bits in there to make. This, just an old cardboard lid, but I use that, I put that up there. If I'm doing something with like spray bottles, messy, yeah, stuff that I don't want to mess up my wallpaper, because don't know if you can, don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. Oh yeah, it is, look. yeah, that's what happened before I had the cardboard. So now I make sure I put my cardboard up. But that is what's down there. This, as I explained in the intro, is a bag that I'm putting together of different bits. So I've got a couple of card bases in here, some cardstock, some toppers, some stamps, little bits like that that I think I might need for the couple of cards that I've got to make. So that is that area. Here is one of my essentials bags. I've got two. This is just a cotton like shopper bag from Dreamers. This purple folder has my spares, offcuts, bits of odd bits that you never know if you're going to need. I've got my, that's what I need to get my tool back out. I've got my scoring board and my guillotine. In the bottom somewhere, down there you probably can't see because it's quite dark, is my heat gun, and I've got like a ruler and a pencil case in there. So they are essentials that obviously every crafter needs. This you will have seen if you've been watching my videos for a while. This is my go-to crafting bag. This opens up, as you can see. I have all of my tools and all of my like go-to bits in here. Inks and sequins. Then if I open it, we have pearls and embossing powders and stamens for decoration, my apron, and then in there is everything essential that you would need. So sticky dots, glues, fine liner pens, glitter, because you can never have too much glitter, dauber tops, everything like that, everything that you would need. And when I say daubers, tops for this, because obviously this is just the handle. I've got spare tops in there, glues, yeah, everything, paintbrushes, the lot, you name it, it's in there. And this is the bag that I pick up, and I know that it has got all of my essentials in. So let's move on to the drawers and the doors. Start this side. Best place to start. Let's take this off. This is just spare. Let's take the top layer off and I can sort of talk you through it. Now this is all sequins, embellishments, like, yeah, sequins, embellishments, spare pearls, toppers, anything paper wise or like gems wise is in here. And then I've also got a couple of spare roller tapes, a couple of spare tubs because you never can have too many. This box, I'm not going to open it because it's fiddly to get it all back in, especially one-handed. This has got ribbons and twine. Don't use a lot, that's why I've only got a little box of it. Glue pens. Now I don't normally use them, but my mum actually got me these and she said, one, the colours are really nice, and two, they actually like dry down really well. They don't go gloopy. And then, like I say, spares. So normally spares are in here with embellishments. Let's go on to this drawer. Might actually have to come on the floor. Might be easier. So we have, I might actually grab my phone so I can get a little more light in here. 1 minute. Okay, so in here, this is going to be quite hard because I'm doing this one-handed. Let's try and spin this around. Is that any better? Not really. So in here, as you can see, we have a lot of white cardstock. Who doesn't? Different thicknesses. pretty much quite self-explanatory. These are actually bits that I've found as I've been sorting out and not put them away. I've got a full pack of glitter card here, which is the chunky glitter card. Looks, let me grab the camera at the light. Looks a little like that. Then I have the next lot of glitter card, which is by Dreamers, and that is gorgeous. Look how glittery that is. And I have that in a lot of different colours. I have printed card, then I have craft, black and coloured. Quite self-explanatory. All of this is A4 card of some description. Then on the top we have, I'll pull these out actually, I think that might be easier. So I have, these are my paper packs. Switch the torch off. There we go. So we have A5, yeah, standard A5 paper pack. Bits, like small bits. I have some 6x6 gold mirror. I'm not actually sure where this has come from, but I found a nice pile of it earlier. Sorry, I keep forgetting I've got a hold of the camera. I've got some like sepia and black and white toned 6x6. I do like my neutral tones. Odd bit of 6x6. Some cream, even though, yeah, it does look cream, doesn't it? Some cream, some different printed 6x6s, more printed 6x6. These are Dreamers floral printed, different floral printed again. And then this is actually still in the cellophane. I haven't opened it. I got it for Christmas, and look how gorgeous it is. I'm nearly dropping the camera. It is Hunky Dory's Marvellous Mirror Pad, like with the lace designs on them all. Oh, it is gorgeous. But yeah, I got that for Christmas. I just haven't got round to using it yet. So let's slot this back in here. And as you can see, there's a couple of bits here. So I'm going to pull these out. Now these, I've put them up there or out of the way because they are all Christmas papers. So these are my bold Christmases, and then these are like pastel Christmas, like subtle Christmas I'll call these. Yeah, got 2 pads of that one. Whoops. We've got more like traditional Christmas. I think there is some vellum in there, possibly. Yeah, more traditional Christmas. Oops. Oh, something sticky. I've got some 8x8 back in Christmas, which will come in handy. They are Stamps by Chloe, that one. And then I think all of these, apart from the bolds, so all of the cellophane ones are Dreamers. I'm not sure what they are from. And then, ooh, some different coloured. Yeah, so that is the top shelf. I'm going to put all these back so that it at least looks as tidy as. Okay, and then moving on from that shelf to the bottom shelf. I'm actually not going to pull all of this out because there's a lot of loose papers in there. This is all my card blanks, so if I've already got some pre-made card blanks, and I don't know if you can just make out in here. Oh, we've got a cat coming to visit. They are hi Luna. They are cards that I've started or like got pieces of, things that I've not finished from craft events and things like that, are all on that side. So let's move over. We'll start at the bottom here, move over onto this side. So this bottom shelf is a bit of everything. These are sort of spares. I've got my charger for my snap machine on the bottom shelf here. I've got some vellums and some acetate in here because I need to keep that like obviously as flat as possible. It creases very easily, so I've got that on the bottom shelf here. And I've also got some pre-made cards. A lot of them are actually Christmas cards, but there are some pre-made cards in there if I am desperate for any and haven't got time to make anything. Then up on this top shelf are paper toppers. So I've got individual paper toppers, I've got paper packs, flowers, I've got all sorts in here. Then paints, just because they stood there quite nicely without falling over. And then the same here as on the other side. Whoops. We have, oh no, that one's floral, but we have Christmas toppers. So we have Hunky Dory, sparkling snowflakes. This is the liftables where you can lift the pad, like lift out of the pads to give it a 3D effect. I have some of the dreamy pads that are sort of a mix of Christmas and everyday stuff. And then I also have the Stamps by Chloe dimensional pads, which is the same as the liftables. Just lift it out, and it's already sort of pre-laser cut. So yeah, that is that side. That side's a little bit more boring compared to the other side, but I'm gonna put these bits away and we'll move on to the final drawer. Okay, so moving on to the final drawer. This is the fullest drawer. It is quite full, but it's not too heavy. This is my stamps and die collection. Now, I don't have the biggest stamps and die collection. This is sort of everything, like everything to do with stamps and dies. So, I think probably the best thing I'm going to do is pull it out, and then obviously you can see what's going on in here. So, first easy thing, masking tape for my dies. Simple. There's no other way to explain it. My big acrylic stamping platform, not stamping platform, my acrylic stamping back. The only reason this is in here is because it's too big really to fit in my essentials bag. It does fit in there, but it takes up a lot of room. My snap manual. This is my very beat up stamping platform. This was actually my mum's, but I have got another one, but I don't know where it's gone. I've got the Dreamers one, but I've no idea where it's gone. But yeah, stamping platform. My, whoops, stamping, my snap plates, so embossing and stamping plates there. Then in here, oh, Disney plates. And then, as you can see, once that's gone, you can kind of see what's going on in here. So in here, I have some mini dies. These are cut and make. These were all from the range. I think they were like 50p, something like that, a die. Like loads of little mini ones. Great for like little kids. Like there's fairies, castles, little toadstools. You can make like some little scenes out of them. Hot unicorn. So I've got those all bundled together. Spare Versa ink pad. This die that my mum bought me. Robins appear whenever loved ones are near, or when loved ones are near, sorry. This is my Christmas Dreamers disc, Christmas Memories, with backing papers and everything like that on that. That does pair up with one of the stamp sets, but I can't remember which one it was, so that's why it's separate. This is my stencils. They stay down there so they stay flat and they stay in the envelope so they don't get broken, because they are super fine, like detailed. They're not really flimsy, but it's just safer. Then I've got some of these, which my mum actually gave me. These are Gorgeous Girls by Santoro. If you're from Europe, you will recognise these because they are quite big over there. A couple of different ones there. I have some spare inks. We have a few Dreamers sets. I've got some other ones. I think these ones are mainly like Easter, because it's got a bunny on it, Christmas, and just flower summer one. Then I've got a couple of mini embossing folders, just little baby ones for like tags and things. I've got this set, which is a die and stamping set. I do quite like mixture because then you've got a bit of everything. You've literally got a whole card there, and it even shows you how to put it all together, so I do like it when it comes like that. I've got my alphabet stamps, which I actually probably need, so I'm going to leave those out. And then these are a mixture of Stamps by Me dies and stamps. The dies are mainly like background ones. Then we have a Gorgeous Girl die. Completely forgot what I was going to say then. Now, these Auto News are technically my mum's, but she don't like them. Not that she doesn't like them, she gets frustrated by them because I don't know if you can see, like you start with like the background and you build them up. Hi Jess, we've got all the cats today. And I'm good at puzzles, so for me it's quite easy, but for my mum she found it quite frustrating, so I've got 2 sets of those. Hi. The bot koalas, I've got both types of that one, so I've got that and I've got the outline, so I can do both. You just obviously have to make sure you get it lined up properly. And then this is actually the first crafting thing my mum got me, my first stamping block. I love these. The cats do as well because they go nutty for the bell that's on them. Another stamping set. Another stamping set. And then these down at the bottom are the Stamps by Chloe Christmas ones. That's why they're at the bottom, because at the minute I'm not needing them, even though the cat's trying to get into the Christmas tree. Obviously embossing folder in each, and then a die set in each as well. So yeah, that is that drawer. So I'm gonna tidy this so it looks reasonable again, and I will come to finish this off. Okay, so this was a video about my crafting, pretty much. But organising it, showing you what I've got. Like I said, I've only got a small collection. Normally if there's something I need, I'd just ask my mum. Ignore the polls over there. But I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Ignore the regrowth. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!